We'll talk a little bit about managing, and because you manage the Blue Jays, and I wonder, well, I guess we can tie that to broadcasting. What about that experience lent itself to what you do now?
Well, the managing part of it was really interesting because they first approached me to manage 3 years before I took the job. Gord Ash was the general manager at the time, and I'm trying to think, it might have been after Cita was let go the first time. And they approached me about managing. And I had just promised my son that I would transfer with him. He was a freshman at Virginia Tech. He wanted to transfer to California and play baseball at a different college. The coach at that college was a friend of mine, so I said, I will go out there and be a volunteer coach with you in California for the next 3 years. And so when they approached me to manage the Blue Jays, I said, I can't do it right now. I have to go with my son. So we went to California, and he played baseball for 3 years and graduated out there. And that's when they came back and approached me the second time after Fregosi had been let go. Tim Johnson managed, then Fregosi, and then they came to me. At the time, I had a 4-year contract with ESPN. I'd never managed, never coached, never even thought about it. But I was working at ESPN and had just signed a new 4-year contract, and I thought, well, that's good. So the Blue Jays approached me about managing. I said, well, I can't manage. I said, I got a 4-year contract with ESPN. They said, well, we'll sign you for 4 years. That really came in handy when they fired me after a year and a half. But what had happened was that Gord Ash was my general manager that hired me. He got fired at the end of the 2001 season. And then, of course, we went through 9/11, and we had all of that change, and then a change in the organization. J.P. Ricciardi came in. We had a meeting in Boston at the start of our working relationship, and he said, everybody knows you don't have any discipline and you don't run the team. So I told my wife, don't expect to be here long. So I was fired in June.
What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I had been away from the game too long. It was 14 years since I had left the field, and the game had changed dramatically. You couldn't ask people to do the same things we were asked to do. They just didn't understand it, didn't care to do it. Carlos Delgado asked me one day, he said, how come we're being punished? And I said, how are we punishing you? We had to take cutoff from relays today. We had to practice. I said, really? I said, we're not very good at it, you know. He said, well, the Yankees don't do it. I said, the Yankees have won World Series. But that's the mindset you're dealing with, and it was a different world. That's why I admire the guys that do it now, the Joe Maddens of the world, the Bruce Bochy's of the world, Buck Showalters, Joe Girardi's, because they get the most out of their players at a time where, like Joe Maddon is incredible what he's done with the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cubs. He's got these multimillionaires dressing up in onesies on road trips, and they don't even know why they're doing it. But he's so good at what he does, he outsmarts them at their own game. And he motivates the hell out of them, and they don't even get it, but they do it.